Chair and Councillors, in paying respects to the Gadigal people on this land, we might note the parallels with the Palestinians who've been dispossessed since 1948. That seems to be a relevant remark to make to begin with. Not long ago, moral opposition to the Vietnam War and our opposition to complicity in the crimes of East Timor received the same denunciation we've witnessed now against Marrickville Council of people who support GBDS. Why would you, the councillors, abandon a largely symbolic policy of ethical investment and spending just because the usual suspects, the Murdoch press, the government and the Israel lobby, give you a hard time? The extraordinary you've done something right, something important. GBDS is not going to bring down the state of Israel. It's important to understand what is perceived to be the threat that has unleashed this orchestrated campaign. It's the threat of a good example. That's what they're frightened of. Justice, human rights and international law through peaceful means by exercising their choice of where to invest their money and where to spend it. This is not engaging in foreign affairs, as everybody keeps saying. That's the most absurd criticism. It's bringing a distant conflict to Australia, as critics keep repeating. It's acting locally to raise consciousness and to put pressure on our federal government. That's what decent citizens do. Supporting foreign affairs is the criticism. The number of Zionist organisations that have sent funding to support the crimes of Israel and the dispossession of the Palestinians is also bringing foreign affairs into this country on a very large scale. In a different sense, however, the issue has indeed become more than a local matter. As many letters from around the world have shown, the world is watching Marrickville to see whether it has the courage and the decency to withstand the predictable bullying and the predictable Marrickville Council has taken a lead and set a moral example. The question is, what's nuts about that, as the foreign minister has called it, and what's extremist about that, as Greg Sheridan and other suspects like that have also described it. And of course, given that language, the question is, what's appropriate? What term is appropriate for those that support the crimes in the state of Israel? That's the question about who's the extremist. Even the talk that we've had, I think Anthony's remarks are entirely relevant to facing what we're not facing, and that's what's going on in Palestine, in the West Bank, and in Gaza. You have the opportunity tonight, in the eyes of the world, to remain principled and resolute, or to look foolish and cowardly. If you rescind the GBDS policy, you lose the respect of those that you have inspired here and around the world, but you'll get no thanks, just contempt from your detractors. Councillors who opposed the original BDS resolution should now stand up for it in the face of these vicious attacks. It's not a question of BDS, but a question of the kind of society we should tolerate. To cave into the intimidation would prove that vilification and bullying can silence moral protest. Finally, I'd like to say, crucially, you must not tolerate or be silenced by the common, disgraceful charge of anti-Semitism that's levelled at decent people who criticise the state of Israel. I speak as a Jew whose parents survived the Holocaust. My mother and grandmother were both in Auschwitz. Jews have a special obligation, in this case, to stand up for the victims of oppression and against violence, especially committed to That's exactly what growing numbers of Jews around the world are doing. One more sentence. It's standing up with these Jews that I'm asking the councillors to show their support and not to let the Palestinians down by weakening your exemplary BDS.